Death Valley, Clemson Memorial Stadium. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 teams, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Clemson Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Death Valley, the tradition is real. You touch the rock, you run down the hill, and it is a beautiful venue. Clemson has become one of the most difficult places to play in the ACC, if not college football. These fans are electric and dynamic. Call it Death Valley for a reason. This is where teams' dreams come to die. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Tigers kickoff unit is ready to go, and so are we to start this season. It'll take the return, try to get better field position. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Run inside. It's Fletcher. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here's Mensah to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Touchdown, Tigers. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3 and out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lyle. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Firing to the right, complete. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Let's take a minute and talk about Miami. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded to several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you've got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fires left. It's complete. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Got enough for the first. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. The extra point here would tie the game.
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is evolved. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that run.
Dropping back, it's Reynolds. Got his man out of the backfield. Runs through the tackle. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch you. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years.
Snags it, and there's running room. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Man, what a start for this offense. That's what you kind of want, man. You want to get in a rhythm. You want to get in the flow. Now, you don't expect 3 plays and 3 first downs, but they'll absolutely take it. But coming out the gates with energy, with passion, executing at a really high level.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The transfer has it his first carry. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately.
I tell you, they tried to go draw in the middle of the field. That back had nowhere to go with the football. He was tackled right away for a loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
If you don't convert on this fourth down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The screen, he's got wheels.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running inside, it's Johnson. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Davidson. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
That Miami offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The run inside. It's Pringle. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
3rd and 6 yards to go. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. He has 60 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that. After
the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Mensah. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. You hate to see this, all of the work in the offseason and injury this early in the year. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Vaughn. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Well, when we talk Miami and their ability to throw it, it all starts and ends with Malachi Tony. And what he did on some of the biggest stages a year ago as a true freshman, right? He just had that game-breaking speed. You just want to find ways to get this young player the football because he's a home run waiting to happen.
Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. On the run, it's Fletcher. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Throwing, Mensah. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The give to the back. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him.
Number 81, set to kick off.
He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Here's Mensah to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
It's such an advantage for a defense when you can add to your pass rush by blitzing guys, but especially when you've got a middle linebacker like that can collapse and push the pocket into the lap of the quarterback.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Secures it at the 30. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Sends it back in motion. To the ground to try to move the chains. Could be an alley. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
3rd down and inches, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to be physical and they're going to run the football, but they still execute at a good level. Not only picking up the 1st down, chewing up more yardage to make this drive even easier.
Running inside, it's Davidson. Turning it on! He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself on the draw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Caught over the middle. It's Jacobs. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it all in that last play.
The run inside. It's Pringle. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. When you've got a very low number beside your name, you're going to get everybody's best shot. And that's what this team is expecting from their opponent today. A lot of eyeballs watching this game, David. A lot of expectations on this team. Now it's
maybe a crease. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Canes!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays. He showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Coming out with it, it's Brown. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the ground, it's Davidson. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32.
Booster!
The play action fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. And the rarely seen illegal forward pass penalty brings up 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Dropping back, it's Reynolds. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Back to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop them on third down. Mensah fires one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Cradles it at the 35. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Reynolds. Complete. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Finds his man. It's Johnson. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They'll run play action. Working that left side now. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Third down play from the gun. He's got it on the move. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
And this offense has really showed me something today, man. They've already put some drives together and made some explosive plays, and now just executing on third down. They've shown you a little bit of everything, and this offense is looking like it's the real deal.
One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. Fires into the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Miami. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forget flipping the field. How about scoring a touchdown?
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's open things up with North Texas, taking on the number 5 team, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's the Mean Green, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game. This will push them to 2-0 on the season.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half for this defense.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And that is not how this offense envisioned the second half going. You go in there, you get a plan, you want to come out on script a little bit, and the defense comes out with back-to-back pressures, get to the quarterback, get sacks, really affect him, and get some early hits in this second half.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Over the middle, complete to Wesco. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Running inside, it's Johnson. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got it behind the line. It's Davidson. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Running to Green, and they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Good timing on the quick out. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Makes a catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Driving for the goal line. Loose football. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And your offense, you're talking to each other the whole time. Look at the score. Understand the situation. We got a chance to go up by 2 scores. We got a chance to put this ball game away. We have to hold on to the football. 2 hands. Make sure I go to the ground with that thing in my possession. It's a big mistake that could cost them big.
And I think he got back to the 2-yard line, but the defense was ready for the run.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
A give to Brown. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. The defense has set him up.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. The wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Boy, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Throwing, Mensah. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And man, the tight end just hasn't been a factor all game. No catches, finally find an opportunity to try to get him open, throw him the football, and the connection still doesn't work. Something about this quarterback-tight end connection today just hadn't been on the same page.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Trying to take it back. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to...
Breaks into the open. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
To throw, it's Reynolds. Wesco's got it in the middle. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again in the red zone.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A 1st down run in the red zone. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. He now has 85 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Davidson. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as his defense is making it tough.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
To the ground, he's got it again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. Picks up the first down. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Goes to the option. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Motion from the back. Reads it, fires complete. Touchdown, Tiger! Into the end zone for 6.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Ran the ball on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. He'll run it again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
The run inside. It's Pringle. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
It's too bad because this guy's had an incredible day statistically, already over 100 yards rushing, but look on the scoreboard and you'd never know it. Their defense has not been able to do their part, and you just wonder if it's going to be enough handing off to this guy to get back in the game.
Takes the handoff. It's Pringle. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
And after the short run, the clock hits zeroed, and we are all wrapped up here. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis.